Good morning and welcome back to Smack Vision, where I'm Ange. I'm your host, and this is my weight loss journey channel. And every single Monday, I have my weigh-in results video, and I like to call it my Smac-Down video. And I am just rolling out of bed, as you can see. And I'm tired. I had a long weekend. It was fantastic, though. We'll talk about that. My throat hurts. It's been hurting for like 4 days. So, I don't know. I might go to the doctor. But I'm about to step on the scale and see how this week treated me. And so, let's see. Here we go. Well, this is post doctor's visit, and it is Monday, and it's cheat day, and so I'm having myself a little celebration after the results came back with my friend here, Miss Thing. We didn't eat any points yet today, and we're starving, and we're having a little snack. So. We ordered a spinach dip too. Now it's coming. Yay, thank you. All right, so we're gonna eat. This is our dinner because it was supposed to be lunch, but since I had that whole that whole thing with the doctor, by the time we got here, it's like almost 7 o'clock at night. So we're gonna eat. So I'll be back. Hi guys, and I'm back. And it's me, it's Ange, and I had a long day, but now it is nighttime. It is 9:40 at night, and I am in front of my house here, parked, and I finally have a time to finish this video. So, sorry about that. As you saw back from the beginning for my weigh-in, this is week 72 on the WW program. I weighed in and I lost 2.4 pounds. 2.4 pounds for a grand total loss of 111.7 pounds. 111.7 pounds. I killed it again this week. Okay, I'm putting this down. Actually, yeah, let me put this down. Okay. So I had a very, very, very action-packed week this week. This week I went back to work. I worked full schedules between both jobs. I worked a ton of hours this week, and for it being my first week back, and I just was working a lot in both restaurants, running myself ragged, not sleeping very well, just kind of grabbing food when I had time to grab it. I went to the gym once this week, but I did over 20,000 steps every day this week. And I ate what I was supposed to eat, and I drank tons of water as much as I could when I could, because in my new job it is just so much running, and you don't really have any downtime at all to like drink water or like grab something to eat. Like, you have to wait till the end of the night because it's crazy in that place. It's so busy. But as I was saying earlier, I had a sore throat. I still do have a sore throat. I decided this morning I had a dentist appointment, and I was getting ready for my appointment. I was going with Kate. She and I go to the same dentist, so we schedule our appointments for hygiene and things like that together, and we go together. We carpool because it's far. And I was getting ready, and I was just like fixing my hair. I'm like, you know what, forget it, I'm just gonna put this hat on. And I'm like, let me look in my throat. And I look, and like I have like white spots in the back of my throat. I'm like, oh, it's strep. It's got to be strep throat, 100%. I have swollen glands on this side. My neck hurts, and I just felt like that all weekend. And so I said, you know what, after my dentist appointment, I'll go to the walk-in. So we went through the dentist appointment, and then I went to the walk-in clinic. They told us it was a 4-hour wait. So we registered in, and I was like, okay, well then I'll just be back in like 3 hours. I'm not going to sit in the parking lot for 4 hours. So I told Kate, and we decided, you know what? Let's go grab some lunch. Like, we're starving. We didn't eat anything yet. Whatever. So we find a place to go. It was like 15-minute drive from the walk-in. And we get there. It's a place that we love. It's not that far from where I live. And we sit down and we order our drinks, and we're deciding what we wanted. And as soon as we start deciding what we wanted on the menu, the urgent care place calls me and was like, we can see you now. It wasn't even 1 hour after they told me it would be a 4-hour wait. So we paid for our drinks and we left and went back to the clinic. And we went in there, and the lady looks in my throat and she's like, oh yeah, it looks like strep. I probably won't even do the test, but let's see what the doctor says. She goes out of the room. She comes back in. She's like, the doctor wants me to test you for strep. I said, okay, fine. Test me for strep. Says come back in 15 minutes. I leave. I come back in 15 minutes, and she's like, he wants me to test you for COVID because your strep test came back negative. And I freaked out. I just freaked out. And I'm like, this is it. This is the end. I'm a goner. I have COVID probably. And everybody that I've been around is going to have to quarantine. And there's people very close to me that I've been very close to recently. And they would have to quarantine. And it's just, oh my God, like my job and their jobs and my kids and all these thoughts are running through my mind, and I'm like, oh my God, and then they have to test me, and oh my God, my 2 jobs, and I have to write that I just started at a job, and now I can't work for 2 weeks, and all these thoughts, and I'm like texting people while I'm waiting. They do the COVID test, they stick the swab up my nostrils, and they tell me to come back in 15 minutes. They said it was only going to take 15 minutes. So the whole time I was just like, that's it, I'm dead. This is the end, and this is what I get because I wasn't socially distancing, and I've been doing hair, and I've been working, and I've been out at the store, and all these things, and this is my karma. And so they came back like 20 minutes later, and they were like, your test is negative. I don't have COVID. It was a close call though. He said it's just a viral infection in my throat, and to just take Tylenol and gargle with salt water if I need it, and just lots of fluids, and he gave me this mouthwash that's supposed to numb my throat so that it doesn't hurt so much, and sent me on my way, and just said that if anybody else who's been interacting with me has these same symptoms, to do the same thing, and they'll probably be fine. So my kids might get it or whatever, but I'm just so relieved that it's not the COVID. So I just came out with it, and I was like, No-Vid, it's a No-Vid celebration, come on Kate, let's go eat. So Kate was so excited too, because her dad is very immunocompromised. He has tons of heart issues, so she's like, oh my God, I can't go around my dad, I was just with you all day in the car. So we were both relieved. So we just went out and had a nice meal. We overdid it. I ate more than my points today, but not so bad. Plus I went to the gym this morning. That's another thing. This morning I went to the gym, then I came home, then I showered, then I went to the dentist, then I came home, then I went to the doctor, then I went to the restaurant, then I went back to the doctor, then I went back to the restaurant, then I came to get my kids, then I took them for ice cream, which I got a tiny little ice cream. Then I just went to the supermarket. Now I came home, unloaded the car, and came back to the car and making my video. So this is my day off. Also, they gave me a doctor's note, told me to take a couple of days off to rest my throat. So I had to call both jobs and let them know that I'll be, if I feel better, returning to work on Thursday. So that's it. I was just glad that it was No-Vid. Okay. So in other news, what else? Both jobs, really busy. 4th of July weekend. It started out kind of rocky, but it ended out wonderfully. And I will put in a little clip from a barbecue that me and my daughters went to with my girlfriend, and it was gorgeous. It was out in the farm, like on the farm, not too far from where I live. It was a big block party, and they had their own fireworks. They had a live band. They had food and drinks and games for the kids, and it was just a lot of fun. Very country, very like farmer type of situation, and that was really, really, really nice. And then that was over, and then I went and hung out with a friend of mine after that. And yesterday we took my girls back to my girlfriend's house, and we all went swimming together. It was fantastic, and we had a great day. It was a really great weekend. It worked out perfectly, aside from my severely sore throat, which definitely put a damper on things. But now I have this mouthwash, and I'm just gonna do what they told me to do. I'm gonna take the next 2 days off and just do my best to relax, which I'm not a relaxer. And then I'm like, oh, well, maybe I'll just lay out by the pool. But then I looked at the forecast, and it's supposed to be like chilly tomorrow and like raining. What? Why? So that's the deal with that. If you did not watch it yet, I posted a collab video last week, a summer desserts collab video. Check it out. I made my grandma's pistachio supreme, and I got some reviews on that from some people that I let taste test it, and they thought it was fantastic. So I encourage you to make that dessert, because you can't even tell that it's like Weight Watcher friendly dessert, and it's really yummy. And what else? Yeah, it's just been a really busy week, and I'm sorry if you left me comments in those videos, because I've been just so busy with work and stuff that I'm like, in the restaurant industry we call it in the weeds. When you're you're backed up and you can't catch up, you're weeded, or you're in the weeds with life. And I'm just in the weeds with life because of work and everything else. But this week, even if I wasn't working tomorrow and the next day because of this sore throat, my work schedule is a lot lighter. But now it's even more lighter. So I'm going to be doing some relaxing and chilling around the barn for the next couple days. Keep laying low, I guess, and staying out of trouble. So yeah, so that's it. That's about it. Guys, if you have any questions or comments, honestly, everyone's like, how do you do it? I'm literally constantly going. My average amount of sleep hours that I got this week was probably like 3.5, maybe 4 at most. And I drink a lot of water. I eat a ton of 0-point foods, and I just am constantly going. It's not easy. But adding in this activity with the jobs and everything is definitely helping with that. So today I ate all my points and almost all of my weeklies. So tomorrow's a fresh start. I gotta reel it in, and I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. Even though my throat hurts, I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. Probably bring my twins with me, and get some activity in, and eat my stuff on track, do what I need to do. Same thing with Wednesday and Thursday. Actually, I might go to the gym almost every day this week. Yeah. So that's unless I really feel like crap, but I'm hopeful. So that's it for this week's Smac-Down. Oh, that wasn't good. Smac-Down video. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in my comment box. Hit the subscribe button, share, tell all your friends, find me on Instagram. You can snap me if you have my snap code. How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? Is everybody's like state getting like opening up? Like, what's going on with that? In Connecticut, they just said today that the governor is going to put a pause on phase 3 for a little while. Phase 3 is when, I guess, bars and restaurants are supposed to be allowed to reopen. I guess I'm really not sure what's going on with that. Like I said, it's a whole different world out there working in restaurants and stuff. And not for nothing, but let me just say, there are a lot of people out there. There's a lot of people that are very, very happy to finally be getting out to dine out. And I have met a lot of people. I've gotten little cute notes. Guests would leave me on charge card slips with the tips and everything and saying, like, you know, thank you so much. This is our first meal out after COVID and everything was perfect. And, you know, I have gotten some generous tips and stuff. But the majority of the guests that are coming out are, it's almost like nothing ever happened. They're just like, whatever, just like an everyday thing. They're not like all that excited that they're finally able to come out to eat. They're just like, whatever. It's not even a thing to them. So I don't know, people just think it's back to normal now, but it's not. It's not. Your server is looking at you through a mask and gasping for air and trying to make you happy while you're sitting there just waiting to be waited on. And it's like, I understand that you came out for service, but just have just a little more awareness of your surroundings, because there's a pandemic out there and we're doing the best that we can with the tools that we are given and all the new things that we have to do to keep you safe as well. And just keep that in mind, because it's a lot different than it was 3 months ago. It's hard. It's really hard. And just take a minute and survey your surroundings and just realize that it's not what it used to be. It's way different. You know, I know that you're back and it's a familiar face in a familiar restaurant, but it's not the same. And you know, just be mindful of that. So guys, that's it for my, let's try it again, Smac-Down video, week 72. It was a great week and a wonderful weekend, and keep it here for more, and I will be updating you on how I feel later on during the week, and I'm sure I'll be fine. But thanks so much for watching, and stay tuned for more here on Smack Vision. Bye guys.